What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DBM Production Empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DBM Production Empire.
DBMPE.
Now celebrating 10 years on the air, online, and in your ears.
My God, has it been that long?
Join the millions of subscribers and be a part of the Empire today at www.dbmpe.com.
Whoa, that was the charity for focusing on terrible table manners in the northeast region of the country. Pathetic Hit in Connecticut. I want to thank Tara Reid and Rebecca Gayhart for coming out. And with me is Connor. Connor, I want to thank you for coming out.
Are you thanking me for being here today?
No, I'm thanking you for being gay, which is fine.
You know, I drove 2 days to be here. I didn't have to be here today.
That's right, and you were blasting Wham the whole way, weren't you? For those joining us, we are the IHOP on the Route 60 in our 24-hour charity and pancake social, brought to you ironically by Denny's and unironically the NRA, when thoughts and prayers don't work, and pancakes. We're here today not because of the court order to lift my 3 DUI convictions from Disney World.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, how do you even get DUIs inside a Disney World?
They left the monorail unattended.
3 times?
That's correct. You think they would have learned the first 2 times, but you hit one family with the monorail, and then Mickey Mouse gets all pissed. We're here to address the prevention of ear cancer, otherwise known as POIC. POIC comes in all shapes and sizes, much like Connor's boyfriend, which is fine, Connor. It's fine.
I told you so many times I'm not gay. I have a fiance. She's here today.
Yeah, what's his name?
Her name is Sarah.
Oh, what a gay name. Such noises can cause POIC, like...
My God, has it been that long?
And then...
That's how you know it's good.
But also... We need your money to stop this, and a small percentage goes to that family that I hit with a monorail.
You do realize you're still responsible for the rest of it as per the settlement.
Oh, whatever. That kid was already in a wheelchair. I guess he has to make another wish. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to. We are recording this episode live in an RV on our Stupid World Tour.
Yeah, this week we're in Budapest.
It's really... I'm surprised at how many mountains there are here.
A lot of mountains.
Yeah, they don't tell you about all the mountains.
Nope.
I didn't bring my hiking gear, which is unfortunate, because our show...
Hike. We're in a car.
I know, but, sometimes it's just like to get out and stretch the legs. Because you don't want to get debilitating injuries from just repeated nonsense. I mean, could you imagine if, I was taking so many selfies that I developed selfie wrist?
No, I couldn't imagine that.
Well, if my name was Tina Choi, a 29-year-old who works in digital media promotion, well, I would definitely be suffering from selfie wrist.
It's the worst.
I mean, of all the things to have an injury over, it's like, well, I can't stop taking pictures of myself, and it physically hurts to take pictures of myself.
Selfie wrist seems like it was like in the 1980s.
Yeah,
is what they would call chronic masturbation.
Yeah. It goes from, well, you're gonna go blind to you're gonna get selfie wrist.
Well, it's true. I mean, I'm on Snapchat, but everyone's like, oh, you don't post a lot on Snapchat. I'm like, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about what I'm doing on Snapchat.
I post silly things.
Yeah, you post your dog a lot.
Yes, yeah, the dog's adorable.
I know. Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, you try to come at me with some nonsense about I shouldn't post the dog.
I'm just saying you might get dog selfie wrist.
Oh, not dog selfie wrist. That was That was the nature's call of the humpback whale.
The Budapest humpback whale.
They're indigenous to the mountain region.
Allergies, man. Allergies. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. You're allergic to this fresh air.
That's right.
So Tina Choi.
Oh, Tina.
Mm-hmm. She believes selfies are an effective way of sharing a sense of yourself. And because you're not taking enough selfies, Patrick, you are not sharing the sense of you.
I'm fine with that.
Well, maybe others aren't.
I don't think I've ever taken a selfie where I'm like, yeah, that's a good photo.
If you look at your Facebook, I would beg to differ because you post so many selfies on Facebook. Well, you do. When you go out to the bar and meet people.
I take pictures with people. That's not a selfie.
Well, you're taking it of yourself.
No.
Nah.
No.
Nah. I can go to your Facebook right now and find selfie. No, you don't. No, you don't have to. I said I could.
I know,
because
it wouldn't be real.
You're gonna look at like your
my photos.
No, of like stuff that's not exactly what I'm looking for.
Like
the photo. Oh, look at those pictures of you. Oh, there's pictures of you
on my Facebook.
You idiot!
But there's like very few of me by myself.
Yeah, there's so many of you. If you could just get rid of all of those, it'd probably be better.
Like literally not like one photo of me, and that's cropped out like because there's other people in it, but it's just my Facebook. And then this was like an old headshot, and that's supposed to be me, and that's a turkey for some reason. And
yeah, it's a selfie.
No,
you turkey ass bitch.
Turkey ass bitch. I don't have any of myself.
Oh, there's a picture of you right
there. That's a headshot.
Yeah, I don't care. That's just an expensive way of saying selfie.
That's me. That's me. Well,
that's me in the corner. That's me acting. My religion.
That's me acting. That's
a
me.
Fool.
Me
I mean, you are taking a lot of pictures of yourself. Someone else just happens to be in the picture with you.
That is not a selfie.
You can still get selfie wrist from it. You are still performing the action. Like
no,
if you play doubles tennis, you could still get tennis elbow.
Oh no, I never thought of it that way.
So you're getting double selfie wrist is what you're doing.
I just want you to admit that you were wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm the most right you could fucking possibly be.
Anyway, is she okay?
Well, here's the problem. She's been taking all these selfies, and she started to cause tingling in her fingers and wrist and later discomfort. And after a few months, she said it felt like sharp pain in the corner of her wrist, and it actually would prevent her from working. She's one of the growing number of patients that orthopedic surgeon Dr. Levi Harrison is treating for a condition that he calls selfie wrist. Yeah, it's a form of carpal tunnel. What happens is the nerve becomes inflamed and angry.
It's pissed.
He said the problem begins when patients constantly hyperflex their wrist inwards in a rush to capture that perfect angle. Oh, this is self-harm. This is an intervention. You are developing selfie wrist right here.
I'm just saying
right
I don't
now.
Do it anywhere near as much.
I just saw you doing it right now. It's like, listen, I did heroin once.
Some of those other ones, I had a selfie stick.
Well, you're going to get selfie stick wrist. That's where I twist it out of your arms.
The same could be like for like fishermen because it's holding.
But that's in a natural motion. Like selfie wrist, they're talking when they torque it inside.
I don't do that.
You don't. You don't fish. Is what you're saying?
I don't fish.
How dare you? This is America. This is built on fishing.
You give a man a fish, he could eat. You give a man a selfie stick, he'll get selfie wrist.
He could eat for hours. So now, Dr. Harrison had to teach her how to hold her phone without too much bend in her wrist, and she has a bunch of exercises she has to do during the day. And then after a few weeks, Tina's pain is improved.
Wrist exercise.
Mm-hmm. He wants her to give her a selfie wrist, if you know what I'm saying.
No.
Well, if you're not interested in hurting yourself with a little selfie wrist. How do you feel about a sex doll that, when hacked, can murder you?
See, that wouldn't be fun for me.
Oh, but selfie wrist is just all willy-nilly? You think just because you're in Budapest, you could throw caution to the wind and just generally strain your wrist mildly? You son of a bitch.
So, like, are people hacking these dolls?
Well, they're saying that it could be hijacked by hackers and used to cause harm or even kill people. A cybersecurity expert has come out and said.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I said over and over. one of these days, a sex doll is going to get hacked by somebody, and they're going to come back and they're going to kill people.
Like, if they made...
I said it all the time.
He really does. Like, every time Child's Play is on, he's like, if you were fucking that doll, it'd be so scary.
It would be so scary. I'm at the bagel toaster. I'm like, look at this. Mm-hmm. If you're having sex with this bagel toaster right now, someone's going to hack it. And then it'll hack it.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Fucking ouch, dude.
You know, I found out the other day, and I never knew this, but
the
dial
yeah,
is how many minutes.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
By the way, he's talking about the dial on toasters.
Dial on a toaster.
So when it says 4 or 5, it means it's going to cook for 4 or 5 minutes.
It's not just like the highest setting.
Yeah, it's not like, this will give you a medium. No, it's time.
I had no idea. But nonetheless, fucking robots ready to go.
Artificial intelligence researchers have consistently warned of the security risk posed by internet-connected robots, with hundreds recently calling on governments to ban weaponized robots.
Well, yeah, you're gonna want it to be able to attach to the Wi-Fi because in the middle you could have your favorite songs playing.
Sure.
Or your favorite podcast from iHeartRadio.
Stupid's talking stupid.
Just search. Just say, "Hey, sex doll." Search stupid. And then they'll come up with us, and you can hear our voices.
Instead of asking Google or Alexa, you can just say, "Hey, fuck doll, give me that good shit. Give me that good shit."
You're asking for Stupid Talking Stupid on iHeartRadio.
You know it, baby.
That's what you want when it's going down. You want to hear me and Bear.
Oh, yes. You're doing quite well.
Yes. Adequate.
Mm-hmm.
That's adequate.
Throw a pillow under there. You'll thank me later. Nicholas Patterson is a cybersecurity lecturer at Deakin University in Melbourne, Australia. Said that hackers can hack into a robot or robotic device and have full control of the connections, arms, legs, and other attached tools, like in some cases, knives or welding devices. Obviously, he's still talking about sex robots here. Often these robots can be upwards of 200 pounds and very strong. Once a robot is hacked, the hacker has full control and can issue instructions to the robot. The last thing you want is for a hacker to have control over one of these robots. Once hacked, they could absolutely be used to perform physical actions for an advantageous scenario or cause damage.
Hello, 911.
Yes, go ahead. What's your emergency?
My sex robot is trying to murder me.
Sir, can you please speak up? I'm having trouble hearing you.
I don't want to yell because it might hear me.
Sir, when you say it, is there someone there with you?
Candy.
Okay, sir, are you choking on the candy?
No, her name is Candy.
There's a woman there with candy. Are you allergic to this candy?
Her name is Candy.
What allergens do you have, sir?
Her name is Candy, and she's trying to murder me.
She's trying to murder you with candy.
We were fucking.
Okay.
And then her eyes went red.
Was this consensual?
Well, it's as consensual as it could be. She's a she's a robot.
I'm sorry, sir. I think you're breaking up. You said she's a robot?
Yes, she's a robot. My robot is trying to murder me.
Okay, sir, and you said you're having sex with a robot.
Yes, I have a sex robot.
Okay, sir, are you on any medication?
No.
Have you been drinking? Have you ingested any drugs?
I had Viagra to have sex with my robot.
Okay, are you sure it was Viagra?
I'm pretty sure. But all I know is the eyes went red and it said eliminate target.
You saying your eyes have turned red? That's not a side effect.
The robot's eyes went red. It said eliminate target, and then it pulled a samurai sword out of pretty much nowhere and has been chasing me around the house, and I was able to get into the crawl space with my cell phone, and luckily I had enough bars to call you, so will you please send the police?
Sir, we don't appreciate prank calls.
Oh, shh. I think she's coming.
Sir? Sir?
I think she's coming.
Well, if it's a sex robot, it should come.
No, it's going to kill me.
Well, would it kill you to make her come?
Think about her for once. I was your sex robot. I'd kill you too. Click.
But it's not just robots trying to kill you while you're fucking them. We got robots out here killing robots.
No, not robot on robot crime.
I mean, someone's got to talk about it. Everyone says, it's humans on robot is a crime, but no one talks about robot on robot crime.
Oh.
Okay, I'm talking about when a self-driving Tesla Model S hit and destroyed an autonomous Promobot, a robot Model V4 in Las Vegas outside of a show.
So wait, so like the robot is like, was it like doing like ads or something?
So the Promobot is used for advertising. It was at a consumer electronics show in Vegas at Congress Hall early in January. So the robot, where did it go? So the robot went off on its own, which is kind of scary to think about.
Which robot?
The Promobot.
The Promobot left its area.
So the Promobot, a few of them were being unloaded to be used in there, and they're used for think of like a sign spinner,
okay,
as a person. Promobot essentially. Okay. He's not like a sign spinner, but they're used for
and then this
welcoming
Tesla,
to the show and showing off of what their capacities, what they can do.
Saw it.
So here's the thing. So this Promobot was taking the long way around to get into the building, and went unnoticed that it was deviating from the course that all the other robots took. So the robot's already trying to do its own thing, which is its own damn fault.
Right. And then that Tesla saw that Promobot, and it was like, don't that bitch owe me money?
Ooh, I think you're onto something. No, so all the robots were moving. So have you seen Short Circuit?
Yeah.
So you got 5 of the robots, 4 of them or one of them gets hit by lightning.
Johnny 5.
Johnny 5, he comes alive. So this is their version of Johnny 5, essentially. All the robots were moving in a line, but one of them missed its way and drove to the roadway of the street parking. And at that same time, there was a person testing out the self-driving capabilities of a Tesla, and they were just hanging out in the car. The car was driving, saw the robot, didn't slow down, didn't divert, hit the robot, knocked it over, and it damaged it to the point where it is useless.
Okay, so do you know anything about self-driving cars? At all?
Somewhat.
Okay, so it's self-driving car. So someone stands in front of it. Is it going to know?
Yes.
How?
Because it has sensors. Think of if you see a car driving nowadays, if you pull up alongside of a car and then there's a little yellow light that's on their side mirror, because it detects that there's a vehicle next to you.
Right.
So what it's doing is it's using more advanced sensors and cameras to detect.
Does it sense heat like a predator or something? Because that would explain why it hit the robot.
It's like object permanence.
So it sees something and then it's like stop. So basically, this thing's sensors just didn't work.
So
it could have been.
Or that robot owed its fucking money.
That bitch money.
I mean, it was Vegas. We don't know.
We don't know. We
don't know who sent that
the
Tesla.
robot underworld. Mm-hmm. Would you drive in a self-driving car?
I believe that's a false equivalency because you can't drive it.
Would you ride in a self-driving car?
No.
You don't think so?
Not yet.
Not yet. So
it's like I wouldn't get LASIK 10 years ago. Nowadays it's like, well, I'm starting to think that if you because you're using a laser to cut someone's eye open. I want you to have 15 years experience.
Yeah.
So self-driving cars, they're still working out the bugs right now.
Right.
5 years from now, who knows how advanced it's going to be with this.
Because you work far from home, and I go downtown all the time, and I think to myself while I'm driving, I wish I was doing anything else.
Right.
And I could be in my car and be reading or be whatever.
Yeah, reading a script.
Right.
Working on anything else.
Because you see the things that they talk about, like sleeper cars.
Yeah.
And everything like that. I think that's just, I don't know. I mean, granted, if I were sitting there, I'd be like, I'm just going to take a quick nap.
Oh,
and
sure.
everything like that. But
the thing is, when you're in a self-driving car, you're supposed to be ready and alert as it is.
Right.
So that story that came out a few months ago of that woman getting hit by the self-driving car, it's because the person that was behind the wheel was on her phone.
Okay.
And when that to be fair, the self-driving car...
It's what you're supposed to be able to do. You're supposed to be able
100%.
to reach it or
and
whatever.
if I remember correctly from that story, the woman essentially ran into the road from in between two cars that were parked on the side of the road.
Right.
So she 100% broke the law. I'm going to victim blame. Brought this shit on herself.
Right.
It's not the car's fault, because if the woman was driving instead of being on the phone, like she was,
right,
she probably would have hit her too, or she would have swerved and caused a bigger accident. Instead, one dumbass that jumped into the road got hit. Sorry.
Natural selection.
But while we're on the whole robot thing, did you know that there was a hotel in Japan called the Henna, or translated to Weird Hotel?
I'm not shocked.
I know. We're talking about robots. We're talking about Japan. There's a weird hotel, and you're like, checks out. We might stop there after this trip through Budapest.
Sure.
I mean, it's like next door, so
yeah,
it'll be like a 20-minute drive.
Sure.
So there's the hotel opened being almost entirely staffed by robots.
Okay.
There's robots when you check in. There's robots that take your luggage. I mean, there's still like security and like turn down service is done by humans, but everything else was done by robots. So when you went to check in, there's an English-speaking receptionist that is a dinosaur.
Okay.
So already Emily is like, hold on, where's this hotel?
Right.
We'll get into some more details later. But so there's a dinosaur, or there's also a Japanese-speaking female humanoid with blinking eyelashes, so you can interact with as much of a human-looking thing as you can.
Or you can interact with a human.
No, you need robots.
Okay.
You need robots.
Okay.
So, I mean, they have automated trolley system that takes luggage to the room. It's run by Hideo Sawada. He runs the hotel as part of an amusement park. Insists using robots is not a gimmick, but a serious effort to use technology and achieve efficiency. You're thinking, wow, this can only go up. This sounds like a great thing, right?
There's never been a movie or anything like that that's...
Not to mention, another
terrible
feature they have is facial recognition technology. So instead of a standard key, a digital image of the guest's face is registered during check-in. Because... You want to know why they use the facial recognition instead of keys?
Why?
Because robots aren't good at finding keys when the guests lose them. So now you get your face scanned when you walk in. That gets associated with the room. So when you want to get in your room, you just put your face into it and it opens.
Yeah, that's not awkward at all.
It's not awkward at all.
Bring the girl back to your room. Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Stick your head in the thing. All
you
right.
just fall asleep. It's like, oh, it's the wrong room. Well, he's just sleeping there. They also have a locker system that's essentially a giant robot arm that goes around. It's like a wall of boxes. So like you put the item down, the robot arm spins around, grabs the item, spins it back around, puts it in a box. It's completely unnecessary, but it's flippin' sweet.
Flippin' sweet? Yeah, I don't know. I always, you know how I feel about, robots.
Well, did you know that staying at the Henna Hotel starts at just $80? $80. You wouldn't want to stay in the robot hotel?
I don't know.
Where literally everything is watching you move and sleep?
Well, when you put it that way.
Oh, it's a deal.
That's only $80 to have things like monitor my every move and then potentially kill me?
Well, the concierge is a doll-like hairless robot with voice recognition that prattles breakfast and event information.
Oh, you mean my nightmare? I stayed at the Henna Hotel. It was okay. One robot tried to murder me with its hand, which was a buzzsaw. In the long run, that probably wasn't a good idea, management. 3 stars on Yelp.
Reply from the owner. I just want you to know, you started it with the housekeeping robot. And I think it's unfair for you to give us only 3 stars when we gave you a 5-star experience. And you ran out without even cleaning up the trail of blood. So you get 1 star.
Dear Hannah Hotel, I am currently writing this with one hand because your bitch maid took my other hand. I am now taking away a star. 2 stars.
Reply from owner. You're lucky she didn't get the second hand. You are a terrible guest. You have no honor. 0 star.
Dear Hannah Hotel, how dare you? I have stayed at many a Howard Johnson's and many Holiday Inn Express, and I've never had this problem. That maid was racist. It shouted out a bunch of anti-Semitic things at me, and then it cut off my hand, and then it said, "Come back and I'll take the other one, you bitch." I'm typing this with one hand, because once again, your robot took the other one, and just imagine the robot voice that I made in quotes. It was a pretty good voice. I'm taking away a star, 1 star. P.S. You have no honor.
Response from housekeeping maid. Bitch, I'm coming.
Dear Hannah Hotel, Hiroshima, bitch. Scoreboard. No stars. Like your ancestors.
Oh. Ooh.
Gets dicey on Yelp.
When did Yelp become a flame war?
I don't know. Oh, only always?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, when did it become a battle rap scene?
Today.
Hideo has big ambitions for the Robot Hotel concept and wants to open another soon in Japan and later abroad. He's also going to add other languages such as Chinese and Korean to the robot's vocabulary. And he demonstrated a drone that flew in delivery of small jars filled with snacks. So now you can get room service via drone delivery. And eventually the drones are going to perform in shows for the guests. So kind of like how they're using them for halftime shows now. Now they could be entertainment for guests at a hotel in Japan where everything is weird.
Right? It's like, I wanted to order the kids a robot dance. Thought it was going to be like Country Bear Jamboree. But
You got the sex doll?
The bears started to have sex with them. And 3 stars on Yelp.
P.S. It didn't even play country music.
So it was just a bear's jamboree.
Oh, God, breaking news that just came into the RV in the middle of Budapest road trip. Hotel sacks half of its robot staff for being bad at their jobs.
Oh, no. You'll deal with my union rep. I'm Reptron 42.
Damn it. They hired Reptron.
We are striking. Strike.
Stop hitting me when you say strike.
Strike.
Kick, punch, choke.
Gunshot. Don't make me bring the buzzsaw maid in here. You will pay us what you owe.
So they had...
Driving home, and all of a sudden it seems like a self-driving Tesla. Ooh. Wee.
It's like a blue colored one. Meanwhile, there's a black one that you don't see coming. It just runs you over, and it's got really narrow headlights.
So it looks angry.
Yeah.
I want a Tesla.
I was gonna say a Ninja,
totally
and he's
drive a
wearing
Tesla.
like an eye thing,
Like the
like the Foot Clan.
Right.
I was thinking of a foot soldier, but as a car.
I would totally drive a Tesla. Did you see the video of the guy who got pulled over by a cop because the cop thought he had a tablet like mounted on his dashboard?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay." Like it's just the classic like the cop is like, you can't do. It's like, well, this is the car, dude.
Yeah, it's a Tesla SUV looking thing, and it's got a 13-inch tablet built into the dashboard. Yeah. It's vertically in there, so it's if you took your phone but made it 3 times the size and built it in the dashboard, and that's your fucking center console looking thing.
That's for air. That's for heat. That's for everything.
So imagine the entire radio, the air control, all that is just replaced with one simple tablet. And so it's easy to think, like, if they're using that, yes, it's built into the car.
Right.
But how is that different from, like, if you're playing with the navigation on that, how's that different than playing with it that's on the phone? Because it's essentially...
I think it has safeguards, like it has to be in park or something like that. I mean, I think there's minor calculations you can make, but you can't type into it if your car is in drive.
I feel like that'd be not a good way to go, because what if you have passengers that can type that shit in?
I don't know. Either way, that cop did not know what to do with it.
Oh, sure. So the hotel started out with 80 robots, but then quickly grew to more than 240 robots. Mm-hmm. The website promising excitement meets comfort, introducing state-of-the-art technologies.
This is my brother, Galvatron. He needs a job.
I told you, I can't just hire your brother.
But he's a good worker. He can work in the laundry.
Okay, well, what's his work experience?
He used to be a Roomba.
So he's good at housekeeping?
He's good at housekeeping, but he'd like to be more than that. He's trying to grow.
Okay, well, what would make him qualified to work in somewhere other than housekeeping?
He has a buzzsaw that could possibly take off your head if he does not like your answer.
He can start tomorrow?
He can start tomorrow.
Okay.
But he would like a half day.
Using that buzzsaw, cut his day in half?
Yeah.
So as it turns out...
my sister, Stephanie. Anyway, keep going.
The robot concierges were unable to answer simple questions. The dinosaurs at check-in needed human help for many menial tasks. And the robotic dancers they had in the lobby just straight up broke down. The egg-shaped robot in guest rooms were criticized for chiming in with, "Sorry, I couldn't catch that. Could you repeat your request?" all night, apparently triggered by snoring.
Oh, no.
So imagine you're just in the middle of the night, just sleeping, and all of a sudden, Alexa just starts scrolling you. "I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that."
It happens sometimes. It happens, like, for instance, if, like...
Well, if you were running a Japanese hotel, you wouldn't stand for that.
The Wi-Fi went out the other day.
Yeah.
For some reason, like, in the middle of the night, I think they were doing maintenance or something.
And then Alexa goes, "Danger, danger, danger."
All of a sudden you hear, "Bing, I am now disconnected from the internet." And you're just like, oh, Jesus, like, who's in here?
It's so fucking loud. Like, my brother has Google hooked up throughout the entire house, so I can give voice commands to turn my lights on and off, the fan on and off, like all this shit.
I love that though.
I mean, it's great, but like when you're in bed, like going to bed, and you're just saying, Google, turn off the lights.
Oh, however, when the Wi-Fi is out and you need to turn on the lights, it does not work.
Well, I mean, I can still go to the light switch.
No, it's not. I've got a lamp in my room, and that lamp was like the kind you plug in.
Right, but you have to plug it into a thing that... this is hardwired, I'm talking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the ceiling fan.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst. But it's also the best. But like
it's the best worst.
But like when it's like midnight and you're trying to go to bed, and it's like... I'm going to turn off the lights. It's like, okay, turning off lights. I'm like, why are you screaming?
Oh,
and I've told you so many times, set your volume to like 15%, man. And other times it's like, okay, I'm turning on the lights. Okay, we're turning off the lights for you to go to bed. I hope you sleep well. I hope no one else in the house can hear me right now. Oh, they can because it's the middle of the night. Great, have a good sleep.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Rock, baby! It just turns into Bobcat Goldthwait.
I will lull you to sleep with some Rachmaninoff.
At
120.
I thought you were doing the theme song to Tetris.
No. I will allow you to sleep with the prearranged song.
And now for your goodnight tune, Japanese baby metal. No, it's the high pitch Japanese girl voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've heard of baby metal.
Yeah.
Songs to go to sleep to. It's like hearing the ocean attack you with a chainsaw robot fuck doll.
Right.
Another guest said that the robots just try to join in random conversations, but then couldn't answer simple questions. It's like, hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, nothing. Do you know where the closest restaurant is?
Nope.
I said, what are you doing? Fucking robot. Would you?
No, I do not. But would you like to talk about something else? In fact, I have an opinion on what your wife just said.
Okay,
should I tell her?
Robot, what's the weather for today?
If you cut your calories in half, your ass would not be as big.
Okay,
your husband was saying that earlier today.
Okay, robot, stop. What time is the movie this afternoon?
So
Hideo Sawada said, when you actually use robots, you realize there are places where they aren't needed, or they just annoy people. Oh, you mean you tell me you made a hotel, staffed it 85% with robots for the convenience.
Two people are having sex. It's like, would you like me to
join in?
Would you like me to put up a timer? You have 5 minutes until orgasm.
It's like, would you like me to join in? Yeah, sure. Throw a thumb in here. I don't have thumb.
Wait, what was that? What's that? An extension rod? Oh, okay. Wait, what's that? A buzzsaw. Cancel that. Cancel the buzzsaw.
Are you sure it could be quite pleasurable?
Accentuate buzzsaw.
Sharpen buzzsaw.
Sharpen buzzsaw. Add laser.
Laser. It's for effect.
Don't knock it till you try it.
If you cut the wound, you have to cauterize it immediately.
We're talking about sexy stuff.
Eat-oo. 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 Get it. Speaking of things you want to have sex with, right. There's a person who has found her true love.
Oh.
You remember our this is not a story about her, but you remember our friend Amethyst Realm that fell in love with a ghost and tried to marry a ghost and then babies with a ghost?
Yep.
She's not the craziest.
No.
See, because there's this woman from Massachusetts, like our story just now with the Japanese hotel. The story is in two parts. We were first introduced to Felicity Cadillac when she was a 19-year-old from Massachusetts, when she fell in love with a real-looking zombie doll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna post a picture of that on the Facebook page.
Ew.
You can searching for Stupid Stuck Stupid, so you can see this amazing doll that she fell in love with. And
he just gets me.
Well, she just gets her.
Oh.
So how dare you assume?
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You disgusting piece of trash.
I apologize.
You should. She was in a romantic relationship with her zombie doll Kelly, with the intentions of getting married. The doll was gifted to her 6 years ago. It was bought at a website where you can collect many creepy-looking dolls. She said that it wasn't until I was 16 years old that I started to get feelings for her, but it was something that I kept on trying to deny. I found Kelly on a creepy doll collection website, and I was gifted her when I was 13. I have had boyfriends in the past, and I always thought that I was in love with them, but they never made me feel the way I do now. She also said that a lot of people do not understand the relationship she shared with Kelly, but she's confident of her love, and that's the reason why she got Kelly's name tattooed on her arm.
Oh.
I mean, personally, I think you shouldn't get a loved one's name tattooed on you, because what if it doesn't work out? Or, what if their seams fall apart?
She says... it's always a worry.
We have an intimate relationship which is progressing in the normal way, and we are getting married. According to experts, she may be suffering from objectophilia, a condition in which one develops romantic feelings for inanimate objects. So now, a couple of years down the road, to current day, when she's 21, she has married the zombie doll in a, you could say, creepy wedding.
No, we will. We'll say it's a creepy wedding.
I mean, what makes you say that?
All of it.
I don't know.
Do you take this fucking zombie
Fucking doll
to be your lawfully wedded
fucking
doll. Zombie?
I do.
911, hello.
Are you calling now?
Hello,
Yeah,
911.
Hello?
I'm locked in a closet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need to speak up. What's your emergency?
My zombie sex doll wife is attacking me.
Hold on. Could you repeat that one more time? You're talking really quietly.
My zombie sex doll wife is attacking me.
Lieutenant Jerry's calling again.
It's starting to become like, it's not necessarily life-threatening because it moves like really slow. But it's starting
I understand,
to become
Jerry.
like a nuisance. I'm trying to watch TV.
Sure.
And it's coming at me going, and so finally I just had to get back into that closet again and just wait it out.
Okay, you didn't want to get in the crawl space this time?
No, I moved to the closet.
Okay. What do you want me to do here,
There's
Jerry?
towels in here, so I could sit on the towels. It's a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. What do you need from us, Jerry?
I need you to send Rick Grimes over here so that he can kill it.
Jerry, I told you stop watching that show. That's not real.
That may not be real, but this zombie doll coming to life, I think it's been hacked, is coming after me.
Jerry, why do you keep on having robots in your house?
It makes me feel futuristic.
Okay, but you live in a trailer.
Futuristic trailer.
It doesn't have wheels.
Trailers in space.
What the fuck?
Oh, I got a new character. Jerry calling from the closet.
Damn it. So she married in Rhode Island. They had an intimate ceremony on Rhode Island last August.
And by intimate, she means her and the fucking doll.
Well, hold on. Let me find... somewhere in here, it has all the people that attended. So hold on. We'll just read you the story.
And what
as it's
institution
presented.
they're from.
So Felicity Cadlick, now married, 21 years old, in a committed relationship.
Off the market, guys. Sorry, guys and girls, off the market.
Has plans to visit a sperm bank so that she and her doll can raise a child to signify their love to each other.
It's got to be half zombie.
No, it's a sperm bank.
I know.
So it's not,
But the other.
oh, it's kind of like
mom is
being raised Jewish. Yeah, I get it.
It's got to be half zombie. Come on. Run faster. This is gym class. I can't. I'm half zombie.
You just had a stroke.
I'm sick of you persecuting against me.
You're
a zombist.
You're. This is undeadification. How dare you?
How dare you? My mom's a zombie.
You can't use that. That's our word. You call her undead. She said, "We are exploring our options. It would be me carrying the child and using a sperm donor."
Oh, really? Why not?
We haven't got as far as working out the logistics of it yet.
Yeah.
That is a work in progress, but it is something we are serious about. We have a loving home. Why wouldn't we want to bring a child into the world and raise them in a loving environment?
Because you're a fucking whack job.
We've been married 6 months, or we've married 6 months ago now, and we have become a lot closer as a result. We made the marriage as legit as we could. Kelly took the male role, as that is what she prefers, and I was the bride.
What's the name of the girl again? Something Cadillac?
Felicity
Cadillac.
Cadlick. Yeah, not Cadillac.
Does she, to the most of your knowledge, work for a Hot Topic?
I mean, she looks like she could.
Or a Cinnabon. Either or.
Either way, she's probably going to both.
Okay, good.
Religiously. We consummated our relationship in the normal way, and now we know each other on a much deeper level, both physically and emotionally.
How was sex? It was slow.
And she's kind of laid there. And the zombie didn't do much either.
Oh, Lord.
Felicity says they're both still madly in love and they want to share that with someone else. The baby would be a real dream come true and it would complete their family. Here's where you can kind of figure, oh, this is why she's obsessed with having the doll. She was given the zombie doll by her late father when she was 13. But she tried to fight off the romantic feelings for the doll, but she found the doll became a shoulder to cry on when her father died in 2017. So her father died, and then she's like, I'm going to marry this doll that he gave me.
So it's deeper than, hilarity. I mean, it's still funny, don't get me wrong, but now that you know that, she basically connected that thing to her parents' death, or her dad's death. And
you want it to be funny again?
Sure.
The wedding ceremony was conducted in front of her 8 other dolls.
There was one with its arms folded. Trevor, knock it off. It didn't work, okay? We still invited you. You can at least be happy for us. Trevor, we will... Do not say that word here. Do not say that word. If any of you dolls see fit as to why these two people can't be married. Trevor, no!
Just a marionette hand.
She's like holding, she's like pulling a rope that's attached to it.
No, Trevor, stop it.
Stop it. Stop waving your hand.
No,
I'm sorry. It's like they're all attached. It's kind of like the janitor and his squirrel army from Scrubs.
Yeah. I know Kelly would be a great parent. I love her and she loves me. That's all that matters. We're in no rush, but we want to find the perfect option for us, and it will be expensive. But we have started looking into it. We know we will spend the rest of our lives together, so you don't need to put time limits on it, but it is the next step for us.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I don't know how, on the website, I don't think there's, a section on there that's, how to clean your zombie doll after sex.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's not a section on there that says zombie doll, authentic look, movie realness for fucking,
I figured a hose and some Clorox wipes probably will.
Oh, you just think they're hoes? They're committed, Patrick.
Oh my god.
Makes you think you can't even live in this kind of town anymore.
I know, I suppose.
But you know where you could live?
Where?
A fancy town.
Ooh, called Fancyville.
If only that were the name. It's a Denver suburb. So you're already thinking, okay.
Fancyhopolis.
It's in Cherry Hills Village. We're getting closer. There's a small neighborhood. What's this neighborhood called? What's the worst name you could have for a neighborhood?
Mr. Rogers.
That's a great name. I want you to think a terrible name. Offensive.
Ooh, no.
That's right. You're thinking of Swastika Acres.
Oh, no.
This is a place that really exists. There's not a sign saying welcome to Swastika Acres, and you're not even going to be able to find it on Google Maps, but the name exists on deeds for several dozen homeowners because it goes all the way back to the early 1900s that predated Nazi Germany. Many residents were not even aware that they belonged to a city or a neighborhood called Swastika Acres because it's like a small fine print in the contract. So it's in there. It's still technically called Swastika Acres, but it's not welcome to Swastika Acres. Pull up a
Guten
chair.
Tag.
And after decades of red tape stopping anything from happening, the city council in 2017...
Who's fighting that?
It's a bunch of red tape that just kind of like shit got in the way. But in 2017, the city council found a way to make it so the homeowners could finally change it.
I tell you what, I was born in Swastika Acres, and I'll die in Swastika Acres. We ain't changing nothing. My daddy founded this place.
So the name dates almost to the county's origins, and it's found in its first book of property records, according to a 1997 article in the Denver Post. The subdivision was named by a corporation called Denver Swastika Land Company in 1908, 12 years before the founding of the Nazi Party in Germany. So Swastika Acres was named in 1908. The symbol was common throughout the Southwest, used by American Indians as a symbol of sun and infinity. New Mexico today, swastikas can still be found on pottery and rugs displayed at a performing arts center in downtown Albuquerque.
Oh, it was kind of like, it was almost like a symbol of peace.
Mm-hmm. Like the go-to thing is like it's a Tibetan symbol of peace.
Right. Not anymore.
The New Mexico State University yearbook was called the swastika until the 1980s.
They waited all the way till the 80s.
Into the 80s.
Man, my daddy edited the swastika, and I'm gonna edit the swastika, and we ain't changing it. There's this theme going on in your family. Shut up.
The state had a coal mining town called Swastika until 1940, which was eventually renamed Brilliant.
Which stood for changing this name is brilliant.
So yeah, Swastika Acres doesn't appear anywhere in the neighborhood. There's just a small line on a legal document. Shows up in some, but not all, online real estate listing sites. And on the Arapahoe County Assessor's website, the name shows up under the legal description section. Yeah. Council members Dan Sheldon and Al Blum, along with Mayor Laura Christian, in 2017 decided to get it fixed. So now the thing is, they can get it changed now, but they need someone to sponsor it.
Don't ask John Q. Swastika. He won't do it.
My daddy founded this town, and I'll burn a cross in someone's yard if I get any kind of inkling you want to shun his legacy.
That's right. Will not.
So, Christman says that even though the name doesn't arise from anti-Semitism, times have changed, saying this type of thing is not acceptable anymore. The name has morphed into a symbol we don't want in our village anymore.
I like that it took this long to do that.
So the city officials have spoken with one sponsor last year before time-sensitive city matters got in the way and the residents stopped responding.
I'm sorry. We've just been so busy. Anyway, so what was the problem with it? It's called Swastika Village. Oh yeah, we probably should have gotten to that first. Who said it wasn't a big deal? John, come on.
What? I thought it'd be funny.
Just because your last name is Swastika does not mean.
Hey.
My daddy.
My daddy.
We know.
So we got Jerry calling from the closet and John Swastika.
John Q. Swastika.
Oh, John Q. Okay.
John Q. Swastika.
Then it's okay. If it was John R. Swastika,
the Q,
that guy's racist.
No, the Q stands for quite a Nazi.
John R. Swastika is John really not a Nazi swastika.
Like,
and he's the offensive one.
Their family has plagued us for years. I keep getting people keep thinking I'm him. I am not John Q. Swastika.
You know how many
I'm John R. Swastika.
You know how many synagogues get donations in my name on accident? I'm on the city trying to defund them.
0. They will not take them.
So the city council identified the 55 lots plus 2 potential lots that make up the subdivision. Everyone on that list is going to get a self-addressed stamped envelope, so all they have to do is fill out the thing that says, yeah, get rid of this, and then send it back. They need...
John! Stop it!
They need 30 of the 57 to sign the petition to approve the name change. And new names for the subdivision have been floated by city officials, but none have been selected. Fortunately, I found a list of names that have been given as potential new names, and let's see if you can find one from the list that you might like instead.
Sure.
So instead of Swastika Acres, we have Final Solution Hills.
Oh, stop.
We have the Third Reich Woods.
Oh, no.
We have the Tiki Torch Estates. In the summer, you could probably call this place the Goose Step Gardens.
Yikes.
If you go up to the top of the hill, there's Auschwitz Point.
Oh, no.
And realistically, I think, who wouldn't want to retire to the small village of Hitlerberg?
Change it to Ville, and you got a deal.
Villeberg it is.
Oh, Lord.
Some people say Hitler was the devil. But did you know that there is a statue of the devil going up that people are all uproarious about?
Is this the Church of Satan?
In the Spanish city of Segovia, there's a bronze statue that was created as a tribute to a local legend, which says that the devil was tricked into building the city's famous aqueduct. You know, devil's out here just laying pipe. How is your mom doing?
Trick the devil.
Well,
oh, you know what'd be totally evil? Hey, devil.
What?
If you made an area for our water to be to flow freely.
Yes, you can't have the water.
That's right. We don't want whatever you do. Do not make us an aqueduct.
Well, right here.
No,
right
we are
here?
God-fearing people. No, a little more to your, about 20 feet to your left.
That'd be worse.
We'd hate that.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking got you, bro.
Oh, thanks for the aqueduct.
Damn. Residents say that the devil, who is smiling and taking a selfie with a smartphone, looks too friendly.
Oh, he's got selfie wrist.
Mm-hmm. A judge ordered the artwork to be...
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he had selfie wrist.
Really? He just couldn't stop masturbating.
That's right.
Judge has ordered the artwork to be put on hold while he looks into whether it is offensive to Christians.
Well, it's gonna be, because, one, it's art. Two,
just over 10% of the city's population have signed a petition calling for the sculpture to be canceled. You get over 10% of the city's population to do anything, kind of sounds like, hold on, maybe we should pay attention to what the people are saying.
Right.
They don't mind that it's a statue of the devil. It's that because the devil is shown in a jovial way with a phone in his hand, it exalts evil and therefore is offensive to Catholics.
Can you imagine what this thing looks like? It's got the horns and it's like duck lips. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's come on.
I mean, I could also post that picture to the Facebook page. Just post a bunch of weird ass pictures and hey, you know what this means? You know what this means? Better listen to the episode and find out. Oh, if you're listening to this episode, this is that thing. Tits off, sex were bad.
Tits are not swastika.
They also say that Satan is supposed to be repulsive and despicable, not kind and seductive, like that of a good-natured devil without malice.
He was an angel, though.
Well,
I always loved that. I never understood that about the whole aspect about Lucifer. If he went down to hell, or he was cast out, and he's basically his job. It's not his job, or his want is to corrupt people.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, he's still very much an angel. So it's like at the end of Devil's Advocate,
mm-hmm.
when Keanu Reeves, when Pacino turns into Keanu Reeves, who turns into essentially the angel Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
He's an angel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what the it's like you changed, Lucifer.
Yeah, it was a really weird prequel to Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. But it's you changed, man. You used to be all feathers and wings and shit. Now you're horns and hoofs.
Yeah, man. It's because I tried marijuana once.
Oh my! I knew it.
I injected it, and it ruined my life.
What's Lucifer doing there? He can't hear you. He can't even move. He's been smoking marijuana.
What was the dog one? hey, remember when we used to have fun?
Yeah.
But you've changed lately.
I just saw they did a send-up of that on Family Guy a long time ago. He's like, by the way, can you move your car? I have to go to work. Oh, okay.
So you're saying the devil got tossed out of heaven? Was the devil a tiny guy? Was he a dwarf?
Possibly.
Because if that was in Washington, he couldn't. If in a bar, it couldn't happen. Because there is now a senator trying to ban dwarf tossing in Washington bars and strip clubs.
Senator Dwarfington?
Yes.
You wanted to propose a bill?
Yes.
I can't do that.
I can't even do it.
I was going to go the Munchkin route.
From a really tiny district.
You probably never heard of it. It goes to another school.
Represent the New York district. New York district.
That's good.
We had the bar I worked in New York. We had leprechauns come for St. Patrick's Day.
Real ones?
And, well, I have a feeling they weren't. They were just dressed as leprechauns. But
Was Santa real?
we had to sign forms saying that we wouldn't throw them. And I'll never forget the guy who was working behind the bar. He's like, but what are they going to do? Fight us?
That's a different kind of NDA you have to sign. It's a
Right.
non-dwarf tossing agreement.
And that was something.
Senator Mike Patton of Spokane Valley introduced a bill to ban dwarf tossing contests at bars and strip clubs across Washington. Would ban the contests and promotions for any other recreational activity involving exploitation that endangers the health, safety, and welfare of any person with dwarfism.
Q-Bar still has little people wrestling.
What?
Q-Bar still has little people wrestling.
Well, that's little people wrestling. That's not you throwing them.
True.
That's them putting on a show, not being used as a projectile.
Right.
I mean, unless they're going off the first rope.
Not allowed to do that. Who are you to tell me? We represent.
Don't make me come up there and beat you up.
I always thought that a party wasn't necessarily a party until a little person showed up. And then one of the best parties I've ever been to in my life, there was a band, and they had a little person drummer. And he had a little drum set.
Like a little Tykes drum set?
Kind of. But
Is it like one of those,
it was just like one of these small drum
my
sets.
first drum sets?
Kind of, but he played that thing really well.
Oh, sure.
And it was like, I was like, this is the best party I've ever been to in my life.
I like this song. It's a little heavy for me.
It's a tall order. It's a tall order.
I think you guys could use a little more drums. Penn said he became aware of the issue when a medical student with
Syrup goes
dwarfism
a little short.
contacted him about a dwarf tossing contest last October at a strip club in the city of Spokane Valley. The student was concerned about potential injuries to participants, as people with dwarfism are particularly susceptible to spine and neck injuries. And he said, Senator said, "There's nothing funny about dwarf tossing," so he's already lying. It ridicules and demeans people with dwarfism and causes others to think of them as objects of public amusement. Even when participants are willing, it exposes them to possibility of lifetime spinal injury. Okay, that's the part where I was like, that's not a strong argument. So even when participants are willing, it exposes them to possibility of lifetime spinal injury.
Who are you
So
to tell
does
them-
football.
Right. And who are you to tell them that
Yeah.
you can't be thrown?
Here's the thing. They kind of cornered the market on, dwarf tossing since they're the only ones that can be tossed.
Right.
That's a particular set of skills. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. I don't have a lot of money. Some might say I have a little money.
And I'll take a scooter to get to you. Because
Very-
my legs get
very
tired.
particular set of skills. Making me launch like a projectile.
I can land relatively safely.
I will hunt you down. I will find you. And I'll punch you in the shin really hard.
Say bite your ankle. Please not a dog. And I'll headbutt you in the dick. the ban would
Good luck. Excuse me, can you please repeat this for me?
So the ban would apply to businesses that serve liquor and adult entertainment venues and contests and promotions involving adults shorter than 4 feet 10 inches tall. You know that dwarf tossing originated in Australia as a pub promotion and spread to America in the late 1980s?
Just like Crocodile Dundee.
People with dwarfism wearing special padded clothing or Velcro costumes are thrown into mattresses or at Velcro-covered targets.
Oh, well, they're taken care of.
Contestants compete to throw the dwarf the furthest. In 1989, Florida enacted a ban on dwarf tossing at establishments where liquor is served, and New York followed with a similar ban in 1990. Holy shit, Florida was the first to say, guys, this is the line.
This is out of control, you guys. Put the meth and the alligator away. And leave that dwarf alone.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. Goat news. Speaking of goat news,
Yeah.
you know, with all the wildfires going on in California towards the end of last year,
Yeah.
there was a California town that launched a Goat Fund Me campaign to bring in herds of goats to clear the city-owned land of all the brush.
They also want people to donate so they can get a sheep number bed.
I hate you so much. I wish you would just shut up for good. Just for good, just shut up. Nevada City and Sierra Nevada began the online crowdsourcing campaign last month with the goal of raising $30,000 for the project. Explaining that it's because it takes time to secure grant funding. The town needs money now to hire goat ranchers because they're only available this winter. The ranchers have rented out their herds to other municipalities in California the rest of the year, and we're expanding their herds to meet demand. So we went from 6 months ago mocking the whole existence of all these goat businesses to now it's in so high demand, farms are trying to up their goat numbers so they can clear more land.
You know they want to. They're going to need a goat surplus.
The community is 47 miles southeast of Paradise, which was decimated by a wildfire in November that killed 86 people and destroyed 14,000 homes.
Probably should change that name. I think Swastika Village is free.
Swastika Acres.
Swastika Acres.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to be copycats.
No. It's like, God, you guys really... Nope.
Nope.
I'm not gonna...
Nope.
Go ahead, censor myself there.
Nope.
City officials say that booking a herd costs between $500 and $1,500 an acre. With around 200 goats can mulch an acre of overgrown brush daily. These goats have got it easy. It's like, we're just going to take you to somewhere. You can eat everything you fucking want.
Right.
If you see it, you can fucking eat it. Even if there's a small child running around, he shouldn't have been here.
Get that kid.
There are fires.
Have your kids get the kids. That's a baby.
I know. I try just going past it.
A baby goat is called a
Because I hate you so much.
But it's a play on words. Like I said it twice. Because it's a kid. And another kid. It's kids.
Speaking of kids,
Bleh.
how do you get kids? How do you make a baby?
Well, when one goat fucks another goat.
So are you talking about like there's like goat sperm and like the scrotum?
Sure.
What if we were talking about dogs? Let's say you had a dog that you didn't get fixed,
Okay.
and you just wanted to, I don't know, make the dog feel pretty.
What?
What would you do with that dog's scrotum to make it feel pretty? Would you perhaps cover it in edible glitter?
Edible glitter?
I said edible. Because you don't want to put something on there the dog is going to eat and get sick from.
Oh, yeah, because that would be terrible for the dog and the dog's self-esteem.
A North Carolina pet salon brought attention to this unfortunate trend that's starting. That people are glittering up their dog's scrotums.
Oh, look at Sparky. Yeah, I know. I dipped his balls in glitter. Looks good.
Yeah, the
All the other
Royal
dogs are
Paws.
laughing at him.
Shut up, bitch! I'm fabulous. The Royal Paws Pet Salon Facebook page posted pictures of it, saying that they posted the pictures for entertainment purposes only, and assure their customers that they would absolutely not be partaking in the activity of glittering up them dog balls. Had a rough day? Want a glam night?
You want to glitter up those dog balls?
Some people are calling it animal cruelty, but really the only thing you're hurting is a dog's pride. The glitter is applied to the dog's scrotum with corn syrup, so it's sugar, so it's not dangerous for the dogs. Who, let's be honest, they eat way worse shit. Like literally shit. So
Right.
if they lick some sugar and some edible glitter off their balls, which is, God, that's just a weird fucking thing to say. Yeah, dude, my dog, it's got. Excuse me, doctor. I had to. I'm glad you see me at the last minute here.
Of course. What's wrong?
My dog's been real sick lately,
Oh,
and
no.
I think he's been, according to the internet, Pet MD, he's exhibiting signs of diabetes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, has he been eating sugary substances?
I mean, not really. He eats his dog food.
Okay.
Occasional treats here or there.
Okay.
Maybe some asparagus that I drop on the floor.
Okay,
But
that's
nothing
not
real
sugary.
crazy. Like that's all the food that he's eating.
Oh, well, none of that food is really high in sugar, so I'm not sure. What is there anything else you're feeding him?
Well, I'm not really feeding him, but I mean he'll eat some stuff. Like he'll eat some grass outside, or
Okay, there's no sugar
maybe
in
some
that.
bugs
No,
or something.
bugs are really actually quite healthy.
No, I just
Is there-
don't understand.
Is there any kind of like thing that he's not used to eating and now he's eating?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he's eating it per se, but he has been paying a lot more attention to the decorations that he wears.
Oh, see, like his collar?
No, we don't put anything on his collar.
Like a ribbon on him? Like ribbon on his-
No,
on
not the
his-
ribbons. He'll just chew those off.
Well, then I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, you see, we don't want other dogs to think he's poor,
Okay.
so we've been
So you got him with like a sweater? Like a nice sweater?
no, it's too warm for that with his thick coat. We decided to glam him up a little bit.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like maybe dyeing his fur color?
No, that'd be cruel.
Okay. So
We-
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
we
Can
are-
we get to what you're talking
We are affixing glitter to his scrotum.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting that you said that.
Yeah, we're using.
Allow me to unzip my pants and show you. It's red.
Oh, that's not glitter. That's Play-Doh.
Glitter, Play-Doh, same thing.
And if you're not taunting people with your dog's balls, you might as well be taunting them with a fish that you ate.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. That doesn't sound that weird. People eat fish out of the restaurant all the time.
Sure.
Here's the problem. Maxwell Taffin is a 21-year-old that's charged with cruelty to animals and improper telephone communications after he texted a woman a picture of feces-filled toilet. Here's the problem. So, in 2016, he went into this girl's room and to get some of his things out of there, and he quickly left the room and reportedly told her to check your fish tank. He told police afterwards, "Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I ate the fish." So he just took her. I don't know. We'll call it goldfish took her goldfish, ate it, and later on took a picture of his poop and said, "Found your fish." Sent it to her.
And that's what you get for not saying thank you after we went to the Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm. And that's not the worst thing that happened in a toilet when it comes to the animal kingdom.
What?
Because we're talking about, this story is a couple years old, but I found it in relation to all the other things I was looking at. A 21-year-old Australian man.
I can only imagine, dude. Australia is a scary place.
Yeah. It's about to get a fucking nightmare. Our one Australian listener, he either knows about this or he's gonna know about this for fucking ever. This guy named Jordan doesn't want to give his last name. He had what you could consider a fucking nightmare scenario twice within 5 months because he used a public toilet and got bitten on the dick by a spider.
Ow.
Twice.
Twice.
In 5 months.
Dick is a spider magnet.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the toilet doing his business, and he just felt the sting. The problem, like, it happens the first time in Australia, you're like, fuck, this is the worst. Second time, the bathroom had just been cleaned. He's like, okay, I'm safe. He even went in and inspected the toilet. Okay, looks good. Sits down, do his business. And he's...
Probably attracted to that glitter on his balls.
Yeah, well, he's pretty fancy.
He's pretty fancy.
And if using a public toilet in Australia isn't your way of getting your jollies off or, like, you know, challenging yourself, there's a new challenge that you could try that we've already had to shoot down a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Netflix had to issue a warning telling people to not do the Bird Box challenge.
Oh, they're idiots. I didn't watch Bird Box, and I won't. I'm not going to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it either, just because everyone's talking about it, and I'm hearing all these different reviews, and I just don't give a shit. Well, the biggest review I've heard was that Quiet Place?
It's like a Quiet Place, only you can't look at stuff.
Mm-hmm. The next movie is probably going to be on Hulu, and it's like people can't smell. They're really stretching these ideas.
Build up for that Five Senses movie channel that's coming out.
Yeah, the 5 Sense cinematic universe is going to be crazy. Now, if you know this, but the villain is going to be the Sixth Sense.
I see stupid people.
Yeah, the Bird Box challenge, for those people who are unaware, Bird Box is a movie where people are going around with blindfolds because they can't look at something, because if they look at the monster, then they die or whatever, or they kill themselves. I don't know. I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
But people are deciding to do the quote-unquote Bird Box challenge by blindfolding themselves and trying to live their everyday life, such as making food or going for a walk, or in some really, really, really stupid scenarios, some people are trying to fucking drive.
Well, hopefully they'll die.
And if not, they might just hurt someone, and that person's going to get sad.
Oh,
They might even develop depression.
I take it back.
And they're going to need a service animal. And what if there aren't any service dogs around? What if there's no service cats? Maybe even the occasional service turkey. What are you going to do? What kind of service animal would you want? There's
Camel.
No, that'd be ridiculous. I'm talking about service gator.
Oh. This is Sydney. Service gator.
Yeah, well, it's Wally.
Oh.
So don't you feel stupid?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because a Pennsylvania man, Joey Henney, 65 years old, has a registered emotional support animal named Willie. And, Wally. Wally likes to snuggle and give hugs, despite being a 5-foot-long alligator.
Well, they also bite your fucking face off.
Joey received approval from his doctor to use Wally as an emotional support animal after not wanting to go on medication for depression. He said, I had Wally, and when I came home and I was around him, it was all okay. My doctor knew about Wally and figures it works, so why not? I don't understand why someone could have an alligator as emotional support when its whole thing is, I'm going to chew everything up and
Right.
tail whip you and twist you around in the water.
No good.
Joey frequently takes Wally out for meet and greets at places like senior centers and minor league baseball games. You know, I'm doing the pro circuit. I'm hitting up senior centers. I got a kid's birthday party coming up. It's a pool party, so Wally's really gonna be able to shine.
Sir, you can't bring that in here. But I'm sad.
You don't understand. I'm real sad. Sad I'm not getting inside faster.
This is my support animal. It's going to support me in getting in faster.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to do, say no to this face? I'm going to go, why don't you just say something and so I can try to segue into this next story.
Okay.
Just go ahead and say something.
Buzzsaw.
Speaking of penises... A man named Emilian Sava. This is in Sweden, by the way, in the Swedish city of Gothenburg.
Okay.
Emilian Sava, he helped out because there was a snow penis made, and it was a pretty decent size. It was for a snow penis that someone made like in a big field, not a field, but like a big grass area, just like in the center,
Yeah.
of the town. A lot of people got real upset, and there was an uproar over a snow penis. This was not like a built one. This was like you drag your feet along in the snow to, draw one. So he went through and he cleared out the area to remove the snow penis.
The aliens are like, what?
Dude, I laid down perfectly for that. Now aliens are like 30 feet tall and their dicks are huge.
It's a different kind of crop circle.
See, Emilian had
Why are the balls glittery?
Emilian had no idea the snow penis was so popular to some of the residents in the area because a Facebook group was even created in its honor. And he said, I started really feeling sorry for them because they really missed their penis. So in the middle of the night, I wake up, I went to the computer, and I write to them, I'm really sorry I deleted your penis. So the next
I
day,
had a nickel for every time someone deleted my penis.
I'd have a Stanley nickel.
That's right.
So the next day, he went out with a snowblower and drew an even bigger snow penis as a way of saying sorry. That's just a good man right there.
Right.
Family values, I don't know, just I don't know. It kind of makes you want to blow up the world.
No.
Oh, okay, you're right. Maybe there's hope in Ohio.
No, there's not.
No, there totally is. Cause this is a good part of the show where positive things happen.
Maybe there is.
Maybe there is. Because a 6-year-old girl decided that she didn't want to have birthday presents this year. Instead, turned around and made one of the largest donations to the Fairfield Area Humane Society.
Puppy dogs and cats and shit.
Violet Waits said that she didn't want to have birthday presents at her party, but wanted her party guests to bring donations for the Humane Society. Her grandmother also posted about this on Facebook, and people in the community reached out to donate. In addition to what her guests brought to the party, community members brought donations to the family's house throughout the week to contribute to the donation. On top of donations, birthday party guests also brought toys for Violet. Look at you.
She didn't do anything.
This selfish little monster.
I see all those people on Facebook. They're like, don't give me anything. Just donate to this. And I'm like, don't tell me how to live my life. And then I'm like, but since you don't want anything, I'll do neither. I don't know where that money goes.
So, Violet and her parents, Ashley and James, went to the Humane Society to donate cat and dog food, animal toys, and cleaning supplies. James estimated 300 pounds of dog food, 100 pounds of cat food. The shelter manager, Jennifer Meyer, says that it's always great to see young kids because it helps teach them to give back to the community. And this is one of our largest donations ever. So hundreds of pounds of food and all these toys and cleaning supplies because a 6-year-old was like, I don't want a traditional birthday party. I want to give toys to Scruffy and food to Mittens.
That's nice.
But nothing to Wally.
No.
He's just an emotional support alligator. And that's not even a real thing, Mom.
Not a real thing, Wally. Take that vest off.
No. As we are reaching towards the what seems to be the end of this road in Budapest, I just wanted to take one last moment to say how much I love all these people, and that they could check out our podcast by searching for Stupid Talking Stupid on iHeartRadio. If you could please go to iTunes, leave us a rating, preferably 5 stars.
Yeah.
Find a way to leave 6, that'd be great.
That's cool.
But we could really, use the ratings. We haven't asked people to do that in a long time.
We should, though.
Yeah, we really should. So if you've been listening this long, it means you at least tolerate us enough that maybe you could take a few moments out of your day and rate us on whatever platform you listen to us on. If there is a rating system, go ahead and leave a rating system. And if you want to follow us like on Twitter, you can follow me at Hungry as a Bear. You can follow Patrick at PatrickNewsom42. What's the website they can go to?
Oh, you go to dbmpe.com for all of your podcast needs. Search Stupid's Talking Stupid.
Yeah, we look for us on Facebook, on YouTube. Stupid's Talking Stupid. Wait. What?
What's it?
What is that?
The road is shifting.
Well, you got to turn. It's a clip. That's a clip.
Where's
Patrick, you got to turn. Patrick, turn!